This is what happens when your math teacher sucks. This guy's son was in fourth grade, and he'd been struggling with math all year. He tried his best, but nothing seemed to click. Then they got to multiplication and division, and things got even worse. "Dad, I just don't get it." "I know, buddy. Let's try it one more time." The problem was that he couldn't understand the method they were teaching in school. And honestly, it didn't seem very simple. To multiply numbers, he had to break them apart, draw boxes, multiply everything separately, and then add it all together. Something like that. The result? He got almost 90% of the problems wrong. Finally, his dad said, "You know what? Let me show you the way I learned multiplication when I was your age." "Okay." And then something incredible happened. "Oh, Dad, I get it now." He actually understood it. For the first time all year, math made sense. Homework became a million times easier because he could finally solve the problems on his own. But then came the real problem. A few weeks later, his son took a math test. When he got home, he looked devastated. "Dad, I failed." "What? Let me see that test." His dad looked at it and couldn't believe his eyes. His son had only gotten 2 questions wrong. Technically, that should have been around a 92%, but somehow he received a 50%. The next day, his dad marched straight into the school. "Can you explain why my son failed this test?" The teacher replied, "Yes. It's because he didn't use the method I taught in class." "Excuse me?" The dad pointed out that the test only said, "Show your work." It never said students had to use a specific method, but the teacher didn't care. "That's too bad. I taught that method for a reason. Your son didn't use it, so he fails." The dad was furious. He went straight to the principal's office. And by his own admission, he made a pretty big scene. "What exactly are you teaching in this school? Some ridiculously complicated way to do multiplication? My son got almost every answer right, and you're failing him because he solved the problems differently?" There was a lot more yelling than that. The principal called the teacher into the office and reviewed the test. A few minutes later, he made a decision. The teacher was ordered to change the grade. Just like that, the 50% became an A. Then the principal apologized to the father and promised it wouldn't happen again. It better not. But seriously, that might be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more unbelievable stories.